Hi. I'm just gonna play Minecraft. See what I can do. Just testing out stuff. Minecraft. Minecraft is just one of those games that you just can play for hours. And I want to try and get some stuff down, written, almost. Because I really don't get enough out on my own. I mean, because I'm really a person of, like, mental illness, I guess. I suffer from depression a lot. That's, like, the main thing I've come to realize and see. You. That's something that's really affected me in my life from probably a very young age. And it never really got addressed until a point that it got really bad. Because I've finally gotten to a point where I am fine with where I'm at, almost, but almost not. I continue finding myself going back to the same things. I really have a lot of passions that I want to follow in life. Because voice acting is, like, number one. I think that's something I can do in life. Because acting has honestly been a great coping skill that I earned recently. Because I go to school still. I'm in high school. Well, my school year is almost over. I'm very excited for that to be over. And I got a stutter, which can be noticed quite a lot. I notice it. I never noticed it before until now, until it was brought up to me somewhat recently, because I was tested for ADHD, and they just said, "Oh, hey, you have a stutter. Did you know that?" And I really didn't. I never noticed it. Just because I thought it didn't happen that often. But now I do see it happening quite a lot. And I think that's not the greatest of things. Why? It's something I just gotta overcome, and when I get into character and really understand what I'm doing, I can avoid stuttering. But, like, general conversation, that's just like, yeah, no, that's gonna be there. Here. I am struggling. To get that kind of stuff down. But mental health is so important in life. I took it for granted for years, and it only got addressed when I lost my dad, which that sucked so hard. I didn't know what to do. He was one of the nicest people I ever knew. He was just there all the time for me, and he was really nerdy, and I miss that kind of feeling. feeling of nerdiness that I get to just hang out with. And be chill about. Oh, hey, a village. That's gonna be nice. Nice. I'm just playing Minecraft for the sake of easy game, easy life, easy focus. It's Java, of course, because it's the better one. I have a different world on here that I would like to play. Hey, I like playing that one. But I just don't want to just for the sake of... I need to get some voices out. I need something. I think what I have to do to get over everything is just like... My view is just kind of remove a lot of stuff, which entirely that's not right. Removing anything from your life is gonna cause issues. And I just wanted to poo bed. And I thought I like the color blue. Blue is my favorite color. It's such a basic answer, but a lot of answers are basic and it's just agreeable. But no one really cares. It's a simple question to bring up, like, what's your favorite color? And blue is probably up there for one of the most common answers. Answers. And there's nothing wrong with being basic as a person. Sometimes the most basic people can lead themselves to a more interesting life. I live in a smaller place. So I'm not gonna say where, because I'd rather not get my location revealed. Mainly because I have friends and family here. And if this somehow gets popular, I doubt it would be. But hey, skeleton zombie. How do I actually bed clutch? Okay, that kind of worked. And if I really don't want to deal with mobs, I can just turn this on peaceful. But for now, I'll leave it on. I've never played like hardcore or anything. And I've never truly experienced that. The stress of, oh, I lose this, I lose it forever. Ever, and ow. I'm just being stupid. And letting those guys explode. Vote on me. I just came here for iron. Iron for the most part. Crap. June is gonna be a crazy month. I wish I had money, but I'm like flat broke as a person. In terms of money, I don't have a job. I don't really got skills that would do me great in an actual job. I very much find myself wanting a... Oh. Whatever. I guess that's how that's gonna end. And myself. Oh. I just happen sometimes. Rhymes. I'd show Craftmine off. I think Craftmine's one of the funnest April Fool's jokes in terms of snapshot. It's just the same game, but it's a roguelike. And that's so cool. There's so much to it, too. Ooh, and it really is one of the greater things. That's an ocean monument. That's cool. Cool. Yeah, baby zombie. What a run killer that is. Just a tiny piece of crap. App that just comes over and just bites your ankles. I have a lot of different things. I want to get more storage. Oh, hi. I want more storage. I think storage would be nice to help record stuff like this. But once again, I'm flat broke as a person. I've also had to deal with, like, a lot of medical things. What the frick was that? Medical stuff with, like, my family members, because they've had a lot of issues with health recently. I've been fine health-wise, except mentally. Mental health-wise, I've done pretty freaking awful. I just had probably one of the worst experiences. I was hospitalized for my mental state because I was in a very, very unwell state, which, not fun. I went through the process, got help, and that was a good thing. A very good thing. And really, if you are struggling, there's a lot of places to get help. There's also a line, suicide line, mental health line, that's just there, 988. It's a great line to have access to. Ew, and you can just talk to people on there. That's... I don't have any experience with that because I haven't had to call the line. If I go back to, like, my dad, I can... The day he died was, like, June 4th. That was a shitty day. Hey, to be honest. And I recall everything. I can say it word for word, write it down. I would probably show that, but I would rather not. An entire spiel that is, and that's very much something I'd rather keep for myself. Elf, I got a lot of issues. Ooze, my own siblings have a lot of issues. Ooze, but we're all dealing with them. And that's important. That's what's important of all, is that we're all dealing with it in our own ways, and that's a good thing. We're dealing with it is the best we can. And if we could do the best we can, no one has to worry about you, hopefully. I think I don't want to do much editing on this, mainly because I'm talking so much and just speaking a lot. There are pauses, but it's best to keep them not super spaced. And I think this is a really good thing, is that I'm figuring out how to speak. Like, someone is there, but that they're not necessarily is. I hope someone watches this. I hope some people watch this. I hope it gets recommended. I think I'm excited for June. There's a lot of good games coming out, and that's exciting. I think when you got stuff to be excited for, or when you finally have something to be ready for. Something I'm guaranteed to get in June. Is Deltarune, and that's exciting. I think I'm guaranteed to at least have a really good RPG to play. Hey. Hey. And I guess there's a lot of different things. I want to play Persona. I'd love to play that. But I'm gonna keep bringing it up, but I'm flat broke. No money. I don't really got any money. I don't have a source of income. I didn't even see that there was a second village, but there is one right over there. Or that I just didn't notice. Because I went straight to mining. See, there's the stutter. And that's not what you want in particular. Like, you don't want to stutter. It sounds like you're repeating yourself. Which you are. And that's an amazing thing to just learn about. It's great to learn about yourself, that you just have an issue that you never really noticed. But hey, when you love acting, you always pick up skills. And I've loved acting since small child, probably. I think that's probably one of the best things you could go into for a fun job. Because the industry always needs something. Someone. And I think what I like best about it is that you can get a small role, but you can make at least one person. If you can make one person at least a little happy, that's a that's great. You made someone's day. They paid attention to you, and you accomplished your goal, which was to entertain in someone. And I think that's an amazing thing to strive for. And that's why I kind of want to have my life center around that almost. That's why I want to focus on that as like a degree thing. Because if I do go to college, it's going to be or it's going to be for acting. Because I really want to go down to like California and just do what I can. I want to do best I can and maybe find a voice studio nearby and go record for them or audition for something. I think that would be a great thing. Oh, sick, a bucket. It. I'm gonna... How have I not made an axe? I don't have the stone. I have an outro. I made an outro. It's such a simple thing. It's not like great. It's just a simple image that I have and a royalty-free song that I like that I just found off of YouTube. That they just gave me. Because they just have an entire thing of just royalty-free songs that just pop up, and I just took that and I was like, oh, hey, this sounds nice. And now I've kind of finally made it into its own thing, so it will... Oh, I forgot that they made camels just spawn in the desert. There's just a lot of different things that I haven't done. It honestly has been a minute since I went through Minecraft in full as a new kind of player. Almost there's another village, and alongside Coral Reef. I mean, look at it. I think the Coral Reef in Bedrock is very cool, with the aspect of it having dead coral, bringing more awareness to ocean conservation. Because really, our oceans are very neglected in terms of care. Jeez, that scared me. I forgot about the pufferfish. Ow. I don't know why I got so scared by that. Just freaked me out. Jeez. Ugh. Yeah, it's real late for me right now. It's like 2 a.m. But I really don't care. It's the only time I really get to myself. Finding peace. Peace, because everyone else is asleep, but I can be awake. Because I don't really care, more or less. It's more like I'd rather spend my time. Why, yes, I could do it in the day. Everyone's up and there's a lot of noise. It screws with my ADHD a bit, and it allows me not to focus as well as I could. Good. But ADHD is something. I've gone on a lot more meds than I have in past, or like I have like what, 6? It's not crazy, but it's just like, oh hey, you have to take these at least like once a day, you know, and that's okay. Hey, that's okay with me. I'm not against taking things that'll make me feel better, and that's fine with me. Yeah, what am I looking for? There's another village. There's just so many villages is within range of each other, aren't there? Air right now. I think, oh, ooh, shipwreck. That seems like fun. Ooh. There's a lava pool, but I want to check out this shipwreck. Just a bit. Soggy bread. It's like, but yeah, no. Life's good-ish right now. There's a lot of bad things going on. But it's just better to focus on what's good rather than bad. Because if you focus on what's bad, then that has a toll on your mental. And I definitely know that. I focused on the bad a lot. Sometimes. Get within range of that. And ooh, coast. And a lot of iron. And a single emerald. Now, let's go to that village I seen. Hollow Knight Silksong, I think that's like one of the most hype things ever for me. Cause I'm honestly one of those people who've been waiting for this game for years at this point. point, and it's finally coming out with, hey, we had at a direct act, we had 2 directs. The first one didn't have Silksong. Second one had Silksong. Both of them had Legends ZA, which is also coming out this year, and I do want that game. But having to get a new console for the best version of it is gonna suck, because I do want it on Switch 2. I think I want to Switch 2, but I think it's not likely that I'm going to be able to get it. At least soon-ish. The cat meows are very realistic. Oh, I forgot that they added bundles into the loot pool of villages. That's very nice. Nice for the sake of, hey, you can now outfit a thing into a stack that you couldn't fit into a stack before. And now I have 2. Ooh. I keep finding myself saying, What a crazy sentence. I do music slightly in school. I think music is great. I would love to have something that somewhat deals with music in future, because music's fun. It's never a bad thing to get into music. And one thing I think about everything in life that is true is that music is not hated by everyone. There are types of music that are hated, but music in general, as a thing, is not hated. Because why would you hate music? It's just sounds. And if you hate sound, that's pretty weird. Which, there's different kinds of hating sound. There's it causes things because of, like, autism and stuff. Often ADHD, which, that just makes me jolt my head in a direction. I'll hear things, which, I got auditory hallucinations sometimes. I just hear things that aren't there. That's weird. It's got a mesa over here. Let's go continue checking out places. Just kind of walking around. No real place to settle down. Let's see, how much iron did we get? That pants. Boots. And a shield. Yield. Okay, so half iron armor. That is the smallest mesa. There's like nothing. There's just like, it's just there. It's just small. I've had some fairly big ones in like a world that I play with friends. And I would mention my friends by name, but if I mention them by name, that's just not cool. Well, which I'll just refer to them as like friend one, and yeah. Or like friend or something. Okay. Okay. It's almost night. Right. What do I wanna? Another village. Or is that this? No, that's not the same village, because the one village I went to had towers. This one doesn't. I'm just playing it risky, aren't I? It's okay. I think one of the better mods that I've found has been Cobblemon. I think Cobblemon's great. Hey, because it's Cobblemon. It's just Pokemon. And there's a bunch of different sub-mods and stuff. So you can just make an entire Pokemon game. Essentially out of Minecraft. Which, one of my friends just says, Minecraft is an engine with one game just built in. Which, to be honest, it's very true to a degree. And it's very strong. And I was really freaked out by the sound of that. Get your one piece of red sand. I'm taking these barrels. I never really find a place to just definitively stay. I kind of just wander. Wandering is just good. It's just fun for me. You know what? I'm gonna go live in this jungle over here. Because I want to use bamboo. Ooh, as a thing. As a source of wood. As a building block. I think what I want to take inspiration from is just a bunch of different voice actors in terms of performance. I also have like a semi-decent writing scheme. I know how to write pretty well, I'd say. At least, I understand, like, what's interesting and how to make stuff more appealing. Because if I find what I'm writing interesting, I think other people will also find it interesting. Which, always, everything is up to opinion. There's nothing that's truly just interesting to everyone. It'll be boring to others. It'll be strange, but all that matters is that they paid attention just a little bit. And they realized what someone was typing. What someone had typed out. What... Melon. Right here. You know what? This... yeah. I think this is where I'll set up. Right, I was gonna make torches. Okay. I have a vision for this place. But with that, I think everything's good. I think what I talked about was good. I'm glad I at least got something out. Uh, thank you, whoever does listen to this. Thank you. Bye.